Hello everybody, welcome back to another video inside of Minecraft. And today we are on my hardcore world. You can kind of see one of the things I've done over there. In today's video, I'm going to do things a little bit differently to my previous two episodes. As we're at 300 days, I've recorded some clips during these 300 days. So I can show you the progress as we've hit the benchmarks. So you can see and find out how long it actually takes to do things in this world. Because I haven't done as much as I hoped. There was more I wanted to do, but I haven't been able to do it. So that's for the next 100 days. However, in these 100 days, I have done a fair amount, and you can kind of see one of them just up there. As we've got a little house that I've built, and I can show this off before I start showing off everything else. I did this last, but I didn't record any clips for it because I stopped recording after I did some extra stuff out there. I really love this little house. I haven't actually finished it yet. I need to add a roof on. It is kind of just made to look nice from outside at the moment. But I really love this little house. It's like really cute. I've got a little path what I want to put in like down here with like the classic path blocks that I'm using. Maybe I might mix them up even, like have some coarse dirt and gravel path possibly for this. Make it a really like little cute little hut in the side here. And this might be like a little entrance to something maybe. Like I'm thinking, because my nether portal's right there, I don't want to move it too much to make sure I don't get like a nether portal bug. Is obsidian directional? That's really weird. Anyway, I'm thinking I might put my nether portal in here. So I've got a way to access it that's really easy and it's hidden. And it's a nice little hut, and it's kind of different to what I'd expect. I definitely want to do a little fireplace like right here. So I might do a little fireplace with some button or hidden contraption to hide the fire with the nether portal behind. So I think that could be cool. Anyway, let us have a look at what we've done. I have done a lot of extra little work, such as I have messed with the room just down here and made a little thing below, which I began digging out around, it was up to day 210-ish when I was doing this, where I was also trading with villagers to get this larger hall dug out, and I built a little bee farm so I could get the honey required for this moss farm, which produces enough moss for a project that I have been working on out the front, right there, which I've been working on to try to terraform the outside. And it's been a lot of work. As you can see, that's day 270 we're up to now, and it's a lot of digging. And that is all the clips that I've got recorded from during it. So let's have a look now at day 300, where I have finished this path going all the way down on this outside here, all the way down to there. And I got all this terrain in between that section and just over there. You can't actually see the end of the terrain actually. It's very good. The reason I'm doing this is so I don't have to walk across this mud bridge anymore with like holes in it. I did it like this for the boats initially, and it is so precarious. Like, not long before I recorded this video, I was shot off by a skeleton and almost died. So this is going to be so much safer to get over there. You might be wondering what is happening down there, and I'll go down there and explain that in a moment. But we have like the end of the terrain here, and this is going to continue across over that way. I just haven't designed it yet. And this terrain is also going to continue up to the base of the big building that's going to go on this side eventually, once I've designed that, because I haven't even designed that as well. A lot of this I haven't designed, but I have designed more on the other side, which will be, I guess, for the next video, or maybe I might have a break from terraforming and work back on the main compound again, as there's a lot of stuff up there that needs doing on the other side. But yes, let's go down this little hill and have a look at this terraforming from below, because this is the main project for this episode. and it required a lot of moss, hence the moss farm I worked on over there, which I'll show you again in a moment. But this is such a big thing. I've got this path going all the way up, nicely walkable. I've had to make it a curve so I can actually walk up how steep of a hill this is, as it was quite a sheer incline before. I've added some rocks in. I'm going to add some trees here in the future. I've got some placements for trees and planned trees that I know how to build and want to build, because that's going to really add a lot to this area. I'm going to add like possibly like a heather or a lavender field or something like that here, just to add some color in as well. I was thinking wheat initially, but I couldn't work out how to do it. But I might also go for wheat, because I'm going to need a lot of wheat for these paths. This mud takes up so much, and that's the main feature of these paths. And all of this section down here is going to be paths. I've left these here for some slabs that I need to place in, but this is going to go all the way down there towards the village or city, whatever I'm going to do on that, down that way in that pale oak biome. And this bit is going to keep going down towards the ocean, which I keep going down here recently because I had to get mud and muddy mangrove roots and even mangrove logs for that terraforming. So I had to go that way a fair distance to get to the mangrove forest. Means I need to create an easier way there. So I'm going to create this path, which I can use horses on. But also, I've got this mud here because right here I am going to build a river. Hence the bridge. Bridge is very new. I built that in the last 2 days of these 300. So I haven't actually built the top yet, because that's also going to be the mud bricks over there. That's going to come over here and be a way to get up to the iron farm. So I can get rid of that. But I've made this bridge high enough that when the water is here, you can go underneath in a boat. So I can use this river to get down to the coast, hopefully. And with, hopefully, the new geysers, I might be able to get away, so even though if it goes down a bit as it goes towards the water, I might be able to get back up it as well. So I'm hoping this will work, or even maybe I use a bubble columns, because that might be easier. But I'll need to test it and find what works best and what looks best before I do. Anyway, this is all the terraining that I've done, and this took a long time. This took about 60 days, 50 days to get all of this bit dug out and terraformed. And that was a push. I worked very hard. I didn't really sleep during the nights, and I was almost killed multiple times, so I probably won't be doing it like that again. Which does mean that I think because this is ultimately not much, and I'd love to have done more. Once you've reached day 500, I might begin doing it every 250 days. Or even 200 days, just to try and like get more done in the videos at least. Because I don't have much to show for it this time. Just a lot of terraforming. And I didn't even manage to build the trees. I'm coming up here to show you the blocking that I have been working on. Because I'll focus a lot during this. I haven't built the trees yet, so a lot of this blocking doesn't exist properly. But from here, you can't see the bridge. That is intentional. You won't be able to see down here because this rock will block it. And this rock is doing the same as this terrain at the moment and blocking the view over that way. So you can't, when you're here, you kind of mostly see nature. You don't see like the town that's just going to be, or the village that's going to be over there. So when you're leaving this, it's very nature-like. Because you just left an area of like buildings. You don't want to see more buildings off in the distance straight away. You want to see some nature. So you have to come around the corner a little bit to see anything that way and that way. There will be a bush, I think, here as well, like that sticks up a little bit, so you can't see all of the river just yet until you get around this bend, as this will be the main viewing area where you can see the bridge, the river, and there'll be a tree right there as well. There'll be a tree there, down there somewhere as well, and all of that section will have a bunch of trees, which I can't show you the blocking of that just yet, but I can give you the idea. Because the path will be basically here. As you're walking across, that bit's blocked by that rock. This section will be blocked by a tree. But as you are further this way, there'll be a view where you can kind of see that building. And you can see that white building because there'll be a gap in the trees. But because of these rocks, it means everywhere past there, you don't see any more of it. And yeah, I think there'll be more trees and stuff here until you get up to here, obviously, where you're beginning to climb. So you never really see that. And the best view you'll get from that from down here will be over here or on this bridge, as the view from here is a lot better of that building, as it sticks out, as it's the right distance where you begin to actually see the cracks rather than having the messiness of the blocks. So it seems less like block volume. And then obviously once you're closer, you won't see the cracks and it will look more textured. As it's meant to be viewed either very close or very far away, and the mid-ground kind of doesn't work for it, so I'm trying to use blocking with the other builds that I do to try and get it to look the best as you get near it. Anyway, let us head up here and have a look at the moss farm quickly, as I've done some work over there. I've showed you that house down there already as well. As I've mentioned this house, I added a chimney into it and I have really loved it. So that's why I've added a chimney over there, this building over here, which now has this roof on as well. The fully finished exterior. Interior needs a little bit more work, as I want to add some ladder or something to get down to the floor below. Possibly a smelter in here, because I think it might be nice to have like some sense of smelting in this room. I guess that could be another purpose for the building over there. I could add a smelter into that, as that could be quite a good like little smelter hidden in the wall. I'm not sure what I want to do with that one yet. If you got any suggestions, please put them in the comments. Anyway, this one now has its interior pretty much done for now, as it has a roof, it has a floor, it has walls. And I've been adding my chest in here as I've been digging out that, so I can store some of the stone that I mined from it. I've got cobblestone, and I've also got some deep slate from other mining that I've done, and all the dirt that I've got from mining that area out there. So I'm gonna have some more bulk storage in here and start bringing stuff down from there, because it is very much a pain to walk through there, around there, up there, then through there to get into any storage. I regret bringing my stuff up there. I should have just kept it where it originally was in the house down here before I made this house. But then it was also useful to have it out of the way so I could build this house. So yeah, this house is back where the original house was before I started any of like these buildings, when it was just a old village house. And I'm bringing it back to being my storage room again, which is kind of funny. But through here we have this little staircase that comes down here, which you saw before when I was working on it. It goes into this big room where I've got my honey farm, which doesn't work because I didn't put enough bottles in it, which means the redstone breaks continuously, and you have to like come through and break some of this redstone and replace it to get it to work again, and then it just shoves it inside. But I've got a stack of honey, basically honey blocks, and I only needed like 7 or 8 for this farm. This farm currently breaks even quite a bit. Like, I've got some moss blocks in here. This is from like maybe 2 or 3 minutes use, and I also get an excess of bone meal, but I'm putting most of it back in here just so I never have like the worry that it's going to run out too early. Because once I've gone to the end, this farm will work a lot better because I can add another 2 sections up here, which will add more to this. But for now, I'm leaving this as it is because I haven't been to the end. I don't even know where the end, the stronghold is. I haven't bothered looking, to be honest. I think that might be a thing for day 500, and we might do that as a video separately, because that would be kind of fun to do, or maybe even a live stream. Once again, let me know in the comments what you want. I really don't know really what to do with this series. I've just been enjoying playing and like not having a deadline for anything. It's been kind of fun. Yeah, it has. So because I've been doing so much work on this, I have, or like in this area, this honeycomb thing has backed up. It is fully backed up, and that's 10 more that I can add to this. there is so much honeycomb this thing's produced, and I just don't have the string to use it. So in the future, I need to get a string farm. So that will definitely be a goal for the next 100 days, because I need the string and the honeycomb so I can make these candles to place up there. And I also want to place some candles to light this area up and blend it into the environment instead of torches, as I can use that on like rocks and stuff just to add some light. I guess actually we can break this like dirt thing. That will be very useful. Shall we go through and destroy this now? Yes, let's do that. And we're on to the last block. And before I break this, I want to just say something, because I noticed this as I was building it, this rock here, that it lined up exactly with this dirt path. That was not intentional. I already destroyed the dirt path when I was like testing this stuff in like a creative world. So it just happened to line up exactly with where it needed to be for like getting over there in the meantime. I did not plan that. It just worked. But that's gone. We can finally not fall off that. We can use the bridge and get up nicely up there in a nice safe way. And we don't have the ugly eyesore there anymore as well. We can actually look out onto this terrain and be happy with it. Anyway, that will probably be all for this video, as that's everything that I've done. So, thank you for watching this video. Let's run this way down the path, actually, so you can actually see the work I've done. So thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video I or of YouTubers make. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.